And I was like, that's cool.
Not sure if I put the microphone on. Hopefully you can hear me. If you can and you're watching and you want to ask anything, I've got my Twitch chat and my YouTube chat open, so. Ah, there we go. I knew there was something funky going on. There was, I think I had a video, the stream open somewhere. It's gonna look like someone's watching it. Great. Okay. I really want to fix the face at some point, but I think that's going to be a later thing. I'm also trying to get the general shapes first before I actually spend too much time. On anything else. This needs to be fairly raw right now. So legs wise, what have we got? I can move the camera a bit. I don't know where it's best, to be honest. I should rather not put it in there. Not use my face as a camera because it gets I move my head a lot, so it ends up being a bit, might make you feel a bit sick. Let's just get some of that color. What is this? Okay, let's just try that. I wonder if I should cheat a little bit here and use a guide maybe. That might help a bit just to get some of the general shape. Let's just grab it from there. Because the problem is the leg isn't straight, is it? It's got obviously muscle and everything, and you can't just draw straight. But if I can use it as a pivoting point to start with, something like that, up to there maybe. Maybe that will help get started. And then we can have some more roughness to it. The one needs to look like spandex, right? Like he's an X-Men. So I think this goes all the way up to the knee. Kind of like that. Kind of like that, maybe. Okay, you go there. Stop bothering me. Maybe. That might do it for now. Okay. Just gonna draw where we think it's gonna end. I think somewhere there. It's probably good. So this time I'm trying not to use the block tools so much, the brushes, the whole brushes. I wanted to try to do something more organic. I've always tried to, like if you see the Hot Thor Hulk and some of the other ones, I want to go back to when I did my flash, because I think my flash one was a bit nicer. I mean, I don't consider myself to be very good. I mean, I think this is not something I do for a living or anything like that, as you can see. But I keep my actual job, but I enjoy it. It's fun. It's distracting. Just kind of feel like I want that to be a bit brighter. The big mistake I made with the flash was that I actually spent a lot of time on really thin detail that was perhaps not actually needed. But that was my first big drawing VR, and I kind of like stopped doing much for a year now, and don't know why. I just haven't. I've been doing other things. You kind of need to choose your time for things. And I don't know what got me back into trying to do some stuff. I think it's because the other day I got the kids to try it out a bit, and I thought, well, maybe I should have another go. Okay, so we're gonna try to use. It looks kind of purpley throughout, isn't it? Okay, so see this. Oh, okay, I see what it is. It's not a thread. It was a thread. It's actually all purple, all the way until. Again, I'm not trying to achieve any view of perfection here, but I want to try to get a kind of a semblance of something that looks okay. So the leg is actually. I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna. So Sekiro carries the color of the lone swordsman in his legs. Is that right? No, that's not the right color. What am I doing? That's the one. It's better. Yeah, that maybe. See, if I had done it like I've done some of the other ones, what I would have done is I would have done him fully standing with the mirror, and then what I've done is I would have taken the bits, like selected this for instance, and put it somewhere, and then duplicated it and so on. I'm trying to be a bit more organic on this one. I wonder how we'll do the threads. I wonder if we'll use just the wire brush, and then the hands are going to be interesting. Okay. I should probably check in a moment if the stream is all working okay, because I don't know, I haven't done it for a while, so I get rusty at these things. I think that's kind of okay. Kind of taking shape little by little. Oops. I know it looks rough, but I kind of want to complete the form first, see if I'm happy with it, and then we'll do the rest. And then we'll try to add some details to it and all of that. I'm trying to change the way I do this to the way I did it last time. Last time was, I think I made it a lot harder for myself than it needed to be. Now, see, this is bits that I feel need correcting. I'm gonna cheat for now, see if we can do it just like this without having to erase everything. Just makes it a little bit easier. Imagine you could paint something in an actual canvas and then get the actual, pick up the paint and move it around. How cool would that be? In an actual canvas. I'm not talking about VR or digital. Maybe if you use kind of glue to make your paint. Right, I think that's a little bit better because it's not so floaty. Now the thing is, it's hard to find good pictures. I should have probably taken some pictures. I've got the statue from the collector's edition, and then maybe I should have taken some pictures also from the game. Let's just put these pictures a bit further down, because the problem with the picture is that it's hard to find one that is properly... Hey Lenham. Hello. Find something that is full body and all that kind of stuff, you know. I'm getting some indications that something happened. I don't know if someone's subscribed. If that's the case, thank you very much. I don't want to. I'm trying to use the basic functionality from Tilbrush, because I don't want to have like really heavy memory things going on. Like, for example, I could have an OVR drop here with, you know, the controls for my for the channel and volumes and stuff like that, but I rather not at the moment. Just I think the spec of my machine is kind of like barely there, so I don't want to overdo it, but I'm thinking about getting a slightly bigger card. I've got a 1050 Ti. I know it's not amazing, but I'm happy. That's what you need. But I'm thinking about getting a 1060 maybe. We'll see. Just have a feeling that my desktop PC with a 1060 was going to need a bigger power supply. I don't know why I think that's the case, but I think they draw more power. I'm not sure. Okay. Right. So see, again, from the pictures, I think there is a piece of the scarf that goes in the back, floating. We got the red the red ribbon that comes through from here. Maybe we can do that with some, thinking some wire maybe. That's not gonna look a bit too empty, because the wire looks like that. There's no actual shape to it. The icing might work. Okay, let's give it a quick try, see what it looks like. I'm not sure. Problem is, I am not sure how it connects to anything. Okay, so he's got some in his boots. So maybe we can try that first, see what it looks like. So it would be something like, it's a bit big, isn't it? It's a bit shiny, isn't it? It's a bit strong. I kind of wanted something a bit softer, but you know, that might be something I need to go back to and see what lofted. This might do it. Let's give it a quick try. Something like that. I'm not sure. We'll have to try it later. I want to keep going with the larger details. I think, like finishing off what this arm's gonna look like. So what I've done here is I've used the hole brushes because I wanted to get a base, and then once the base is done, once we got the base well, then we can do something on top, right? We can paint it on top. You can make it look a bit more. And the face, I really need to work on that face. I'm not entirely happy with it. Okay. I still don't fully like, I still feel this bit here needs to be farther in. Yeah, okay. See, and a lot of the pictures, this is the thing, you start noticing how much focus that we put on the pictures put in on that arm, but then you don't get fully to see the other arm. But I think this one is alright, because you can see that it kind of goes to halfway through his arm. I should just get the statue from on top of the shelves and take a look at it. I might do that in a moment. For now, let's just finish this off. We need to catch this just to be certain. Let's use if anyone's watching on Facebook. I can't see if there's any comments, so I'm sorry. I've got YouTube and Twitch chat working, so I can see comments there. So if you wanted to ask anything, I'll put the links there. for you to take a look. Okay, see, I'm getting a bit into slightly uncharted territory here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab my figure and see what it looks like, and I'll be right back. Yeah, so I've got my figure next to me now, so I can see what it looks like. I'm thinking about I'm going to switch to face camera for a moment, just so you can see what I see. Ooh, what am I doing? There we go. Right. But first I wanna keep it on spectator camera, because I want to be able to look at the figure, and it's gonna make no sense to you. Okay. Right. Yeah. Am I doing the Mortal Blade? I don't know if I am. I mean, he should have the Mortal Blade at this point. At the point what I'm trying to do, but I'm not sure. Then he's got a purple sash, and then he's got a lighter gi on top of the black one, which is the same color as the hakama, so I guess the trouser bit of the figure. So we're gonna try to do that first. So we've got but to start with, am I holding it wrong? What's going on here? I'll switch hands. Where is that you did this? Forgotten now. I've forgotten now how you do this. Well, I'm gonna have to look it up. I can't remember. Let me take a quick look. I must have done something when I was moving around, and I lost it. I had fully forgotten about this. I haven't had to switch hands for a long time. And so what you do is you tap the bottoms of the hands, and it switches where the control is, where your palette is and where your brush is. Right. So what were we? We're gonna add this here. The only problem with this is that I've left no space in between the red. For this kind of like gi. Okay. could simply push the black back, you know. And then this bit here, he's got like see, that ends up looking very, very purple, but I think it is purple anyways. Maybe we can play with lighting later or something to make it look a bit darker, because if this gets light from underneath, this is going to look exactly the same kind of color. Tell you what, let's do it here. So that's what it looks like. I don't know if that's bad, but what if we made it a bit darker? Maybe. What we can do is change the color later. Right, let's switch to my camera for a moment. There we go. Just so you can see what I see. Okay. One of the cool things about this is that about Tilt Brush, the way you work in Tilt Brush, is that you don't need a big room. I've got a actually fairly small room for this, for VR. It's barely moderate in size for VR needs. What that means is that if I move around too much, I end up hitting the guardian borders all the time. So I'm actually doing this sitting down, and all I'm doing is just rotating the working area as I need to. Okay, so the next bit is actually, I think it's similar to, I think it's quite dark. Yeah, it's similar to the inner garment. Is this similar to this? No? Not to that, to this. And it kind of goes. Can take your time. Okay, how does this continue? I think it's the same all the way to the hand, so we're just gonna carry on like that. Because then what he has is got like a lot of rope as well. Shinobi ropes. We'll get rid of all these white bits later. They're kind of like, I put them at the beginning to use as guides so that I could figure out where I was going with this. Kind of like in a sketching way. Okay, so this is where we are going with this right now. See, I still don't like this. This is too much. Let's see what we can do about this. What is this? See, we should get rid of. Take the chance to get rid of this. That's because I had bulked it up a lot with thinking about it, making it into a big ball. Also, the way I've done it is the hand is a bit over to the left side. I'm not sure if that's technically correct, you know, like if you would hold it like that. But I wanted to give it a not so stiff look. See, I feel like this here would probably go in a bit further. I think that is a little bit better. Something like that. Okay. Let's start getting rid of some of these lines so that we can start not getting so confused about what's here, so that we know what's left to do. That's no biggie, but it's just be better to do it right. See, and I still don't like this. I still don't like this. And I'm thinking maybe this bit's fold here. I think that's a bit better. A bit better. Still much we can do, but for now, that'll do. That'll do big. Okay. Then he has some kind of like I'm looking at my action figure, my collector figure, because I want to just, I should probably put a spectator coming on doing that. Okay, I think I like to do the hands next because those are usually not super easy. I feel like I can move the whole thing a bit. I'm not sure, there's something, maybe it's the imbalance of the size of the arm. Maybe if I move this arm a bit higher up, like there. See, it's like a shoulder is much lower than it needs to be. Something like that. And so now we can just take some of this stuff. And add it in here. Come on, there we go. Okay. I might be able to live with that, but I feel like what we need here now is a bit more scarf. Like that. I think that balances things a little bit more. And then, oops, wrong button. We need probably some more of this coming into here. Like that. I think that is a bit better. It's not perfect yet. I mean, it's not very perfect. But, to my low standards, I think it's okay. think something like that. Okay, let's see if we can do some hands. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do first the prosthetic arm. I think the prosthetic arm will be easier because we have blocky bits that we can use to make them. It's getting late, so I might just have a quick one. Let's put spectator camera so you don't see me wobbling all over the place all the time. Let's put in the spectator camera somewhere there maybe. I'm gonna have a drink. So yeah, if you're watching, I can see YouTube chat and I can see Twitch chat. Feel free to comment. I'm not able to see Facebook chat or anything like that. That's me drinking mate. It's an Argentine drink. It's like tea. I drink it through a straw. That's why it makes that noise. Okay, one more. Right, let's do a little bit more and then we'll call it a night. I want to see if I can finish sketching some of the scene. So the idea will be that we'll have, let's get the camera off so you can see what I'm looking at. So we'll have Mr. Sekiro, the wolf, kind of there. The idea is that we'll have then some lightning, a bit like that, kind of. I don't know how we're gonna. I don't know how it's best to. I don't know. Something like that. That's the idea. And then we're gonna have. So we're gonna sketch this out very quickly just so you can see what I'm talking about. We're gonna have a lot of like. Obviously, the sizing of this needs to be different because if anyone that's done the fight with the Divine Dragon knows how big the Divine Dragon is in comparison to Sekiro. But obviously Sekiro is going to have to be a lot smaller than this. And then we're going to have Mr. Dragon. Mr. Dragon's going to be... How can we sketch him out quite quickly? No, that's not right. What is the tone like? Can we use this to get a bit of an idea? Like something like, I think we need, like I'm gonna really sketch this out really quickly, so I don't know if it's gonna look anything realistic. So just sketching this very quickly. The idea is to have the dragon, the Divine Dragon, not there obviously, because that's just, that's again size-wise and all of that isn't right, but to have it sort of like And obviously I'm on the floor now, so I can't, anything that draws below the floor disappears. It's all underneath. But, you know, and I actually can't remember from the top of my head what the dragon looks like. It was a quick fight. One of the cooler fights. But then we can do that, and then we can have some, like, you know, some red eyes going on there. I don't know. We can figure it out later, but the intention is that this is gonna be Sekiro's gonna be a lot smaller than this. The dragon's gonna be a lot bigger than this, and we need to obviously somehow draw the, you know, the tree here somehow, and we need to just kind of like draw something like that. I actually have here in the library, let's just bring it out. I actually put aside a picture, this one, so you can see the I got the head wrong. You know, it's more like a, it's not like a, like one of the other dragons. It's more like a, something like that, right? Again, this is just sketching it, right? And you can see that the length of the neck and everything is humongous. So we'd have to have him much higher, and then have the neck all go kind of like all around, and have the massive sword. And look, if you see the size of Sekiro, Sekiro is more or less the size of the head. I think I remember when you do the deed on the dragon, like he kind of feels like he's about, he'd have to be something like about that big, maybe. So it's not that far off. I don't think we're far off in terms of this being a sketch of what we're trying to do. But yeah, that's the general idea. So we'll see where. Yeah, it looks a bit like Shenron, doesn't it? It looks a lot like it. He does not grant any wishes as far as I know. He's pretty hardcore. So I wonder who would win a fight between Shenron and the Divine Dragon. Okay, so I think that's it for tonight. But that's generally it. We got a lot to do here. We got a lot of details around the face. We got the hands to do. That's gonna be one of the toughest things. I think hands are hard. And then we need to do the dragon to that kind of like, I want to do it to that kind of like ratio, to that kind of size. So this is gonna be a big piece. I think he's gonna have to be, like, for this to work, he's gonna have to be somewhere like, we could even move it now. Let's move him somewhere a bit closer to where he should be. This is just a selection tool. Did I make them white marks in the face? What, in Sekiro's face? Not yet. We got the Sekiro in itself has got a long way to go. But he's gonna have to be somewhere, I would say here. Somewhere there. I'm thinking at this from a perspective of, this is the point at which you've got, okay, spoilers ahead if you haven't played the game. When you get the final death blow, the death blow lining, so what you'll need to do, you know, this would be like the final bit. So I'm not gonna have the trees or anything. Let's just take this out. Let's do it a bit more like it as a sketch, but let's just do it a bit more like, so it's a bit like, it's hard because it actually gets much thicker here than it is than this can do. And obviously the head here is thicker, right? So it goes a bit like that, and it goes a bit like that. And then again, this is just me sketching, so it's not, I'm not intending to do anything more than say, well, this is where we're going to put it. This is generally what it's going to look like. It's got a lot of work ahead. But I didn't have I haven't done a big thing like this for a while. So his head actually, instead of coming from here like this, oh, I messed it up now, because this is part of the actual head. Yeah, whatever. It's not a big deal. Kind of like that. That's a bit better. And then what happens here is that the head goes down and up, then back, then down, then back down again. Something like that. Yeah, Sekiro, I'll show you where I am with Sekiro. So you can see that the head is really flat here because I used the ball to the face. It's quite hard to draw in VR when you don't have anything to land things onto. So I wanna crumple some of this area here down, so the head is a bit more square in this area, and then I can start doing some of the white hair, like some of the white hairs, and then we need to start filling in the details of the arm, and we need to do the hands, the two hands, and we need to fill in the details of the kind of like wiring and roping that he's going on in there. We got the ribbon that comes out through here. Feet we didn't even started. It's all very sketched out at the moment. I just put this in to show what kind of idea was going to be of it. And then the dragon, as I was saying, it's going to have to be something like, I'm using the biggest size brush I've got, and I can't make this any smaller, so I'm working at the biggest size possible. So it's going to be something like that. I think it would be nice to have like a skull guide. So like we have the different guides for like squares and cylinders and things like that. It'd be nice to have like a skull, and you just take the skull and you kind of like, use it to create your base mesh, and then you add stuff to it. But then I said mesh, and I think that's the whole problem, that this isn't meant to be a mesh, this is meant to be like a painting, right? But anyways, it would be something like that, and then obviously from here you get a thicker body like that, and then you have the arms, and the arms are quite long actually. So I'm still thinking about, obviously there's no arm here. Anyways, so something like that. This is still probably not big enough, maybe probably not high enough. This probably needs to go higher, and then we need to get this kind of like really bright. I don't know if we have any nice, even this now for sketching, simply for sketching, would be useful to just do. It would probably be something about, get out, about something about that big. It looks at balloon animals, and obviously that's not even with the tree. So minus the tree still. So we still need to add the tree, and then some of the lining coming down from like here. Yeah, maybe another one from here. Actually, no. It's just you just put one and make it a bit thicker. Some areas. Like that. And then the tree, it's like a sakura. It needs like a sakura-ish color, which I'm not sure we can catch from here. I think you'd need something there, and we would do we have anything like that? What is this? No. No, I think you'd have to like just do it. Something like that. See, I can make it smaller now. This is the biggest, the smallest I can make it. And so you do something like, well, this is me very quickly sketching out the kind of setup. Something like that, and obviously this smoke here. I think I'm about to hit something next to me. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. So let's see if we can take a couple of pictures of this just to get as a reference so I can think about it later. Take that. Take that. And we're gonna do whoops. There we go. Am I too late to upload this to YouTube? Try one more time. There we go. YouTube. There we go. Okay. Hey, thanks for joining the stream on both Twitch and YouTube. Thanks for anyone else that was watching. If you have any questions, drop me a line. And this is very much WIP, work in progress. But I think we're getting there. I think it might look alright once it's done. We'll see. Righty. Closing out the stream now. Thanks for showing. I need to find my camera now. There we go. Thank you very much.